What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Doc's Pop Reviews. Today, we are talking about another Wishful Wednesday, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Forget Fortnite, forget Call of Duty, forget Assassin's Creed. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is the greatest video game of all time. No lie, guys, it took me 17 years to beat this game. And no, I did not play it 17 years every single day of my life, but I played it a lot as a kid. And then there was, a time jump where I didn't really play it a whole lot. And then when I got a little bit older, actually, I was in college, and a friend of mine had it, and I was like, oh, let me play this thing. Played it a couple more times. Finally, got to Mike Tyson and beat him. I got to Mike Tyson as a kid because they would give you those little cheat codes and things like that. And I would get to Mike Tyson as a kid, but I could never beat him. It was the most frustrating thing ever, but I still love this game. It has a special place in my heart to this day. And I think that these characters are perfect for Funko Pops. Let's just go down the line here. The first person that you fight is Glass Joe. He's the easiest one. Anybody can beat this guy. Then after you beat Glass Joe, you move on to Von Kaiser. And the thing I remember about all of these characters is they all had like a little tell. They would give you some sort of signal that they were about to punch you, so you could dodge and then punch them a couple more times. And so Glass Joe and Von Kaiser, they were pretty easy to figure out. Then you come up to number 3 is your first title bout against Piston Honda, and you'll actually there's a few characters in the game you fight twice, and he's one of them. So you fight him here, and you'll fight him again. Make him a Funko Pop. Then coming up on number 4 is Don Flamenco. And he was pretty funny. He would come out and he had like a rose in his mouth and stuff like that. And if you punched him enough times without beating him the first round, when it showed you him in the in-between screen, he would actually be bald and like you punched his hair off or something like that. And I thought that'd be kind of a cool little chase if you had regular Don Flamenco and then bald Don Flamenco. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Then after you beat him, you move on to... Oh, also, Don Flamenco is one you fight twice as well. Then you move on to King Hippo, which he was one, if he lifted his hand high, you had to punch for him to block it, then hit him in the stomach. You could never land a face shot on King Hippo. He was purely, you got to punch him in the gut. After King Hippo was the character that made me cry as a kid, Great Tiger. It took me forever to figure out his tale. And for one, he was really hard because he was a magician and he would like disappear and teleport and come around and punch you in the face. And I remember being so frustrated as a kid. He made me cry and I would like throw the remote down. And then finally I figured out how to beat him and then went on from there. After Great Tiger, you move on to my favorite character, and actually a lot of people's favorite character in the game, is Bald Bull. And Bald Bull is also one that you fight twice. You can land headshots on him, but when he charges you like a bull, you have to hit him in the stomach. There is no headshot for that. So kind of similar to King Hippo, the main way to take out Bald Bull is punching him in the stomach. And it won't just let you dodge him the whole time. You will have to take a punch or you'll automatically lose against Bald Bull. And again, you fight him twice. And after that, you move on to Soda Popinski. And I remember reading why they named him Soda Pop because it very clearly looks like he's drinking like a big bottle of alcohol or vodka. He's from Russia, or at that time they called it USSR and all this kind of stuff. So they had to very specifically name him Soda Popinski. He was pretty tough. I remember that. He was pretty tough. Then moving on to another character that made me cry as a kid was Sandman. He was ridiculously hard. And I remember he would like spin his fist real fast and then punch you in the face. So getting to him was tough, but then getting past him was even tougher. So Sandman's a cool character. Then moving on to number 10, Super Macho Man. I remember his punches being pretty hard, but I don't remember him as a character being tough to get past. Maybe they were like, okay, they've made it this far. Let's let him get to Mike Tyson. But Super Macho Man, like, he looked cool. He looked intimidating. But I don't remember him being as hard as some of the other characters like Bald Bull, Great Tiger, Sandman. And then moving on to the last person you fight, the champ, Mike Tyson. Now, I know after a few years, they rebranded Punch-Out and they changed the character to Mr. Dream, which is just a white version of Mike Tyson. White Tyson basically, because they made him the exact same, like difficulty. The look of him was the same. He just was white, and that was pretty much it. But I don't want that. I don't want Mr. Dream. I want Mike Tyson, and because this is the game I grew up with, and Mike Tyson is a real person. He is a legend in boxing, and so I'd love to see him made. I don't think they've made him as a Funko Pop in real life or as video game. So I would love to see that made. And then obviously after Mike Tyson, the next Funko Pop would be Little Mac. That's who you are in this game. And it's so funny when you play as Little Mac because everybody is like 3 times the size of you. But it's still fun to play as him. You literally have to jump off the ground to punch the other characters. But definitely make him a Funko Pop. And I think a Chase would be his trainer, Doc. I think that would be a cool Chase to have Doc in there. Maybe another Chase would. You can't forget about the referee. It's Mario. Every person that you fight, your referee is Mario. So having Mario in the ref get up, I think would be very cool. And then maybe another Chase would be Doc. A 2-pack would be Doc and Little Mac in the training. Remember, he would wear that pink tracksuit and he would go running. And I think it would be kind of cool for that 2-pack or maybe a couple of the boxes to put on the inside or the outside the cheat code to get to the next fighter or the cheat code to get to Mike Tyson. I think that'd be pretty cool. So what do you guys think? Should they make Mike Tyson's Punch-Out as Funko Pops? Leave your comments down below. And again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.